Chris, we're rolling.
Oh, hey! I'm Phil Drunkin. Well, actually, I'm Chris Cashin. And Phil covers the Star Wars trailer. This is gonna be fucking awesome. This is Third Mind Thursday.
Hey! Welcome to the Phil Drunkin Film Review. I'm Phil Drunkin. Well, have you gone out there to see any movies lately? Well, if you haven't, I really wouldn't blame you, because sometimes it's just best to stay at home to see how long it takes for your wife to find her way back home after you dropped her off in the desert to chase coyotes. I mean, at least that was my plan, people. At least that's what she thought she was doing. I mean, that's the only way I could get any peace of mind. You ever tried to live in an apartment the size of a pickle with someone the size of a pickle factory? That'd be my wife, people, but I digress. But you know, like I said, sometimes it's just best to stay at home because there ain't much out there but IEO. That is until December the 18th, 2015. Now I know you're asking yourself, well, what is so special about that day? Well, that is my goal date to finally find a way to master the Force. So far, I've gotten as far as X-Lax, and trust me, the Force has been with me. But I digress. But really, on that day, the most exciting and anticipated movie will be premiering. Now, I have to admit, I never thought I would ever see the famous words, "A long time ago in a galaxy far, far away," in a theater ever again. Not after the gigantic black hole that Jar Jar Binks created after he first appeared in the first prequel. I mean, there was nothing left but a gigantic black hole. And everything that was great about Star Wars got sucked up into it quicker than my wife eating a bathtub full of chicken and dumplings. But Misa digressa. But you know, it's good to see Star Wars back at the theaters again. And from what I could tell in the trailer, it seems that the stormtroopers are back. Except this time they look a little different. They look like dominoes from the back. I guess that way, whenever one gets shot, they all fall down at the same time. Yeah, Misa, just kidding. You know, I really do hate Jar Jar. But you know, it also seems that we're back in the desert of Tatooine as well. Now, you know, for this to be a desert planet, it seems to be an extremely popular place for people to retire and for others to take a vacation in. Where'd you spend your vacation, Sife Noodles? In the freaking sand. Woohoo! It seems that we're back on Tatooine, all right, but it seems also there's a little hint that the Empire might be interested. I mean, maybe that's why the Stormtrooper was there to begin with. Either that or he got drunk on an Imperial cruiser and found himself waking up in the desert. I don't know. And then what about the little roly-poly robot? I mean, yeah, he's cute and all, but what's holding them together? I mean, if I were to give him a name, I guess I'd call him R2 Needs Glue. Yeah, because you see, there's nothing holding them together. I'm a genius. And then in the next scene, we see a bunch of stormtroopers getting ready to go do something awesome. And then in the next shot, we see this girl on something that looks akin to a land speeder made for one. Is she a Jedi? If you look at her hand, there's something really close to it that looks like a lightsaber. And from the way she's trying to get out of there quickly, she might have stole it. The scene that really grabbed me was the next one. We can see that the X-Wings are back and more improved. And they're hovering over water like they're looking for tuna. And I have to admit, when I saw that scene, everything around me looked more beautiful and wonderful, including my wife. That's right, people. The Force has an amazing, wonderful effect on the mind. Yes. You can't have the good side of the Force without the dark. And that's where we finally see the first appearance of what we may assume to be the dark side villain in this movie. But you know, as he walks into that snow-filled forest, he kind of looks like a gangster walking into his neighborhood, letting everyone know it's his territory. It's more like, psst. He goes, "Hey you see this here? This is my snow. This is my neighborhood. Don't cause me to go sift on your behind." We can truly tell that he is a dark side villain through and through. And for what I've researched, I think he admires Darth Vader. I mean, could we probably once again hear the scuba diving sound of Darth Vader? I feel a great disturbance in the Force that tells me, I don't know. The scene that made me feel like a kid all over again is when I saw the Millennium Falcon going across Tatooine, facing head-on 2 TIE fighters. That is when I realized Star Wars was truly alive again to me. That's just the truth of it. You know, I truly feel that J.J. Abrams has brought back to life one of the greatest space epics ever. And for those of us who grew up with Star Wars and saw those famous words a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away on the big screen for the first time, we knew right then and there that our creative thoughts and lives were forever changed. Just like mine was changed when I said those famous words "I do" to my wife. And my eyes and psychological mentality was forever changed and turned to the dark side. And so, thank the Lord and Mr. Abrams that we have a place that we can go again and feel like kids. But you know, I have to be fair. With all the criticism that Mr. George Lucas got for the prequels to begin with, he still is, in the end, the creator of the great Star Wars universe. And that has to count for a whole lot. And so, based on this trailer, giving this film 5-star rating, I am. May the Force be with you. Always. Cheers.
Chris, roll it.
Not so loud. Ow, I hurt myself. If you like this video, give us a big thumbs up. Subscribe to us, follow us on Facebook and Twitter. I don't know how the hell Phil Drunkin does this. Maybe this will help. That actually helped. By the way, Wofford, you are a lot more attractive than I thought you were.
Well, thank you.
Not anymore.
Here I sit in a room of wonder, where I sit and really ponder. If I stood and walked about, with my journey take me out.
I'm good.